course, is Andre Harrison. We have back here in the program. Steven Rodriguez coming up here in Professional Fight League coming up. Uh, I got to ask, man. It's 16-0. You are. I mean, yeah, you got 11 decisions. You tend to go the distance quite a bit. With 3 KOs and 2 submissions. But I'm wondering why, and maybe I just don't know. Have other organizations come calling, trying to snatch you up away from World Series of Fighting now? That's now moved on to they changed their name just recently to PFL Professional Fight League.
Ever since I came to PFL, I haven't heard anything from any other organization. But I haven't been looking or haven't really had my ear out, so to speak. So I'm not sure if they have or haven't been. I'm pretty sure though, if anything, after this fight, if anybody else wanted to contact me, it would definitely come into play probably after this fight.
I mean, you look at Justin Gaethje, who just made the jump over to the UFC, and obviously he's like you. He understands the game as a whole. He understands there's entertainment value that you have to put out there to make people want to watch you, and then you have to perform when it's time to watch. He, of course, gets hit as much as he hits, and just has a tough chin right now. And I've talked to him about it. That he needs to get his defense tuned up a little bit, otherwise it's gonna be a short career. But does that give you hope of like, hey, I could all of a sudden, get pulled in? But then PFL's got these tournaments coming up for $1 million. It's like, where's a guy like you fit? Where do you want to go?
Me, man, I fight for money. So for me, if PFL is offering a tournament that's going to pay, your regular fight purse, plus you get a monthly salary, and if you win your last fight, you get $1 million. That's pretty much a no-brainer for me.
I don't know what numbers you make. I don't know how much you make every, but I got to think now, as far as PFL is considered, they've got to be paying you quite a bigger price than they were in the past. Just because, I mean, you're 16-0. You're 4 fights away from making that 20-0 mark, which I don't care who you are. If you fight bums every single time to get to 20-0, it's a tough route. It's hard to get to 20-0. Even if you're fighting bums, but then you throw in like Lance Palmer, Andre Becerra, Steven Seiler, like all of a sudden you're fighting guys. Like, you're not fighting bums. You're fighting legit contenders.
Well, yeah. I mean, especially, I did an interview yesterday. They mentioned that Kurt Hollabaugh just made it into the UFC.
Yep.
Desmond Green is now fighting a top contender in the UFC. All these guys are doing well, and the one thing that they all have in common is, me. But I just enjoy doing what I'm doing, man. I train hard, I fight hard, and I'm enjoying the position that I'm in. I make decent money when I'm fighting, and I'm in a position to weigh my options out.
Yeah, you don't ever seem very hurried to make a change. You don't ever seem very hurried to make a different choice. You do kind of weigh out your options. That's kind of the way you've always been with your career. You kind of weigh out and take your time before you step into anything. But once you're committed, you're fully committed.
Oh yeah.
So we talked before we started recording. You got home early tonight because usually you have some clients afterwards because you're basically a gym rat. You train and then train other people and then train again and train more people and then come home. So
like I know people say like I'm in the gym all the time. This is what I do, and I'm legitimately in one of 3 places. 2 of them are gyms.
Yeah.
I'm either at Belmore, at Scarola's, or I'm home.
Yeah. So let's say best case scenario, you win, you enter the tournament, you win the tournament, you make that $1 million. You got taxes, you got managers, agents, crap you got to pay, but it's still that's a life changing amount of money. That's something that you can turn into a long term future.
Oh yeah.
Is that going to make you reduce your time at the gym and go, okay, I'm not going to train more clients. I'm just gonna train now, or are you still so in love with training other people and seeing the difference you make in other people's lives that you're going to keep training, even though you made that $1 million?
Yeah, I would definitely keep training. I would. I enjoy it, man. I enjoy everything about this. I would definitely keep training. I'd probably look to build a better facility, to train in. Something I always envisioned a gym that had everything under one roof, like legit everything, like a nice cardio center, a nice weight center, a nice little CrossFit center, a full cage, full boxing ring, and mat space. You can do everything there, and from that you would just need to get the proper pieces,
Yeah.
a good striking coach, a good jiu-jitsu coach, wrestling, a couple personal trainers, everything. You might even get a Zumba girl in there. Who knows? Just
What I was going to create income for the facility. Well, that's the future we're talking about right there. That's something that's coming up later. We got to talk about Steven Rodriguez right now.
oh yeah.
10-2 versus your 16-0. So obviously, if you look at a quick glance, everyone's going to go, "Oh, hey, the 16-0 guy is going to win easily because this other guy has only got 12 fights and he's already lost twice." But you look at fights differently. You kind of really give your opponents a lot of props, and you really do dedicate your time to trying to beat all their strengths and not just their weaknesses. What strengths do you see that Steven has?
Well, out of his 10 wins, 6 of them come by way of submission. So some of them are rear naked, some of them are triangles, some of them are anaconda. So he's well versed on the ground. He's going to be somebody that's going to be able to do something from anywhere you put him. And I like to say he has similar to like a excuse me, Frankie Edgar style of movement on the feet. He'll throw in combinations, 3, 4, 5 punches and a kick, and then move. He's gone. So it's not like he's somebody that's gonna stand in front of you and bang, and whoever drops. It's not one of those guys. He's gonna move in, look to pick some shots, and then go. And then just when you're ready to throw back at him, he's under it, looking to take you down. So he's gonna look to mix it up. Definitely.
Is this one of your tougher fights on paper? I mean, we don't know how tough the fight actually is going to be until the fight is over. But on paper, does this look like to be one of your tougher fights?
On paper, I would probably say that Lance Palmer would have been my toughest fight, only because from what people say, the main reason why I would win both of my fights is because of wrestling, and Lance by far had the best wrestling credentials out of everybody that I fought.
And Lance was his last fight for the folks at home. He won a unanimous decision, a 5-rounder. That was back in March, and it really was a dominating 5-rounder. It wasn't. I mean, it was close in some of the rounds, but it wasn't a very close fight after it was all said and done. So, how do you make what does this Steven fight do for you? Is this the fight you got to beat Rodriguez to get into the tournament that they're going to have? Is this just another feather in your cap? You already know that the tournament's coming your way. Is it a decision-making fight after you fight this fight, and I have to make a decision: do I want to stay with PFL and move on to someplace else? Like, what does this fight actually mean?
Well, I know I'm going to be in the tournament, and I've only even though I was the champion World Series of Fighting, I've only had 2 fights with them.
Right.
And at the end of the day, styles make fights. So stylistically, I just could have been a good matchup for Bruce Boynton. I could have been a good matchup for Lance Palmer. That doesn't say much for the rest of the division. And so somebody like Steven Rodriguez, whom just had a split decision win over Almeida, who is a former featherweight champion, and he went 1-1 with Lance. He's right there. He's in the mix with everything as well. So me beating him would further help me solidify like my status as the lion in the jungle, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like I'm the top guy right now. This is why. And so I'm looking to go out there and let people understand why I am where I am, and why I am who I am. So that's what I'm looking to go do.
We're about a week away from your fight. It's the 29th up in it's in Washington, right? Everett, Washington.
Yes, sir.
What's your weight like right now? You're actually, we can see that you're eating. We know you just got home from practice, so it's that time to refuel. But what's your weight like?
I'm 158 pounds.
So you're 13 over from, and is it? Yes, you're 13 over from next week. What are you going to go at? I'm assuming you leave Tuesday to go to Washington.
Wednesday.
What's your weight going to be like once you land?
Maybe 151. Yeah,
Okay.
probably 151.
So you really
Yeah.
don't cut that much weight if you're able to get it down that low and able to show up, maybe 5, 6 pounds over. That's actually a really good size, a really good weight cut for your size. Day
Yeah.
of weigh-ins, what do you wake up at? Are you one of those guys that cuts weight the night before, or do you wait till the day of to go to cut it
No,
off?
I'm gonna wake up on weight.
Okay.
So come Friday morning, I'm gonna wake up, go downstairs, weigh in, come back upstairs, hydrate up.
Yeah. What's your hydrate routine like?
I try and get down a gallon of water, some coconut water, Pedialyte, banana protein shake, oatmeal, and then after that, then I'll go and start eating.
So when you say a gallon of water, do you mean a gallon of water plus the Pedialyte plus the coconut water, or is it a gallon of water with all that fluid included?
Well, it'll probably come up to probably like a gallon and a half with all the fluid included.
Okay. All right. So it is quite. That's actually quite a bit. In that
Yeah.
in that short period of time, you're gonna try and get in. I'm assuming within a couple hours, right? A couple 3 hours.
Yeah, well, throughout, because we're gonna weigh in the morning, so from the morning on, I'll just start sipping and
Okay.
going throughout the day.
What are you gonna weigh now? Because the way California has their new rules, California's got a situation now where they check dehydration as well for fighter safety. So if you come in, you make weight Friday, but then you come in on Saturday. When you get there, you weigh in again when you're in California, and they determine, hey, this fight is good, but maybe next fight you should think about moving up the next weight class. If you put that much weight on, so now it interests me quite a bit. What do guys walk in at fight day, fight time? What are you going to walk in at? So what are you going to walk in at on fight day?
I'm typically about 12, 13 pounds over what I weighed in at.
Which is normal for most. It seems like everyone down around 45, 55 only puts on about 10 to 12 pounds. Everyone at 70 to 85 puts on about 15, and everybody at 205 puts anywhere between 20 to 25 depending on their size. And that just seems to be the base around everyone that I talk to. Are you finding it harder and harder to make weight? You're 29 now. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Are you finding it harder and harder to make weight right now, or are you finding it easier to make weight because you're getting more in tune with your own body?
Easier. I'm
Okay.
definitely understanding nutrition and what to eat, when to eat it, how much to drink, and everything like that. So it's definitely becoming easier for me because
Yeah.
I'm not as hard headed as I
Yeah.
was. So you know,
All right. Last thing before we get out of here, so you can finish up your meal in peace. What are you actually eating right now?
steak,
Okay.
steak, mashed potatoes, and I had some jerk chicken on there.
Okay.
So
And
yeah.
you made it all by yourself, or is it something? Is it a meal prep plan, or what? What is it?
Um, yeah. No, I made it. Actually, my girlfriend made it for me.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Does she do most of the cooking during training camp? Just because of your schedule?
Yeah, she does.
So I know I said last question, but did you have to? Because like most women come in, they don't know anything about the sport. When they start dating a fighter, that's their introduction to the sport. Is they start dating this hot guy they met at the bar.
Yeah.
Did you have to educate her on like this is how I need to eat, this is what I want to eat, this is how things have to go during training camp, or does she already have a background that kind of helped out?
No, she kind of learned on the fly, but you know, most of the time she's at the gym and stuff, working out with me. She'll get off of work, take the train straight to the gym, and work out, and we'll
Okay,
go straight from there. So
it makes it easy. Okay.
yeah,
Well, get your food down, man, Andre. I really appreciate it. I know you've had a long day. I
okay.
appreciate you coming out here for a few minutes. Take care. Have a great rest of your week, and enjoy the fight.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You got to take care.